Guys, it's Emily from Novel Novels and welcome to week 2 of the Past and Future Readathon vlog. So, I am about to go over to town, so I'm going to have to do this as quite a short clip because they're all nagging me to go. We're off to go to the charity shops to donate a load of books. We're going to the works to get some stuff, so I may treat myself to some books. Let's face it, after the week I had last week, I deserve it. So I'll do some clips and show you some bits, some of the shops we'll be going to. Also get the man for lunch and have a little treat. I'm really excited. But let me briefly show you what I'm going to be reading today when I get back. I've got about 30 pages to read of Vanity Fair today, and then I'll start next week's pages for that. It's alright, but I'm not liking it as much as Wolf Hall. I'm going to be finishing Shuggy Bane today, and that's one that I'm absolutely loving. It could be a favourite of the year so far. It could be a favourite of the year in total by the end of the year. It's such an incredible book, and I'm absolutely blooming loving it. Loving buddy reading it with Ange and Amy. I may do a clip later and I'll tell you all about it because I'll obviously have to show you what I buy later. Then I will be reading some more of Our Doris at Bedtime. This is written by the lovely Charles Heathcote, who I'll link below. This series is incredible and going back to it has really made me smile. It's just what you need. I can literally hear Charlie actually narrating it while I'm reading it. It's really funny. I can hear his voice doing the voices and it's like going home, and hearing his voice in my head just makes me smile. So love that, and I would really recommend it. And then I've got my pages for the Dublin Girls, which I started last night. This is very hard hitting. It's for the prompt of a book set before I was born. Very hard hitting, very emotional. So this one is going to take a bit of a challenge. So I'll read that today. So that's what I'm going to be reading today. I may do a clip a bit later, although I've just uploaded the last week's vlog, and it's very long, so I'm going to try and work out a way of making this vlog not too long, but I'll do a clip later, show you how I did in town, show you what I did, and let you know how I do when I finish Shuggy Bane. Anyway, I'll see you guys later. Off to town. Bye-bye. Hi guys, so it is the 9th of January and I'm walking to work. I thought I would update you on my lovely journey to work and film some of the great views that I'm doing. I thought I'd let you know that I finished Shuggy Bane yesterday and oh my god, it was 5 stars all the way. The ending broke my heart. I would say definitely my recommendation for Shuggy Bane is to read it slowly, read it, really think about what you're doing when you read it and really absorb it because it's definitely better that way. So I read that. I managed to finish the Dublin Girls this morning and that was very hard hitting as well. I think I'm going to have to be a bit more gentle on myself, although I said that. And guess what? I'm starting The Other Woman, my thriller today, maybe when I get home. Well, I'm either going to start that today, if I've got enough time after I get home from work, or I'm going to carry on and finish Our Doris, and then maybe read my next contemporary that's on my shelves, which is a Heidi Swain book, which I'm looking forward to reading. Oh, can you see how beautiful it is around here? It's lovely. Got some good news yesterday. I'm starting a voluntary job in February, one morning a week at a charity bookshop near me. It's my favourite charity bookshop and you guys would have seen clips of it. But I'll be doing a Thursday morning at 10 till 1. So it's not too much hours and it'll be really good. Sorry about the light, god it's really flashy. So I'll be starting that. I did only buy 3 books yesterday. I bought The Swan Song, I bought another historical fiction book, and I managed to somehow buy a non-fiction book, which I wasn't, a bit of an impulse buy, a bit of a silly buy, but I went to 3 charity shops and I only bought 3 books, so that wasn't bad. I am going to probably have my book shopping day will be at the end of the month, around about the 19th. I think I'm going to plan a shopping trip on my own, so I can go to Costa, I can go to Primark, and I won't have Chris and the kids nagging me, which will be very nice. But yeah, yesterday we had a lovely lunch. I had nice gin, gorgeous gin with my lunch, and I was healthy because I want to try and make myself feel better. I know, to me, I don't want to sort of talk about my weight because that's not something, but I have had issues with it in the past, and over Christmas obviously I put on a bit, which was to be expected, but to me it's about my body image and the way I feel in myself. So I'm going to go back to eating really healthily this week, and that just makes me feel good. Go back to exercising, walking a bit more. But I've got to be gentle on myself because obviously with my knee, it's first time trying the work mode today on my module on my device, so hopefully that'll work well. silently cacking myself about going in, but we'll see how it goes. Got some lovely colleagues there, so that should be alright. But that's it for today. I will speak to you tomorrow probably, because I'm not going to kill myself after work. I'd like to be a bit more gentle on myself, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye. Hi guys, so it's the 10th of January. I thought I'd give you a quick clip before mayhem arrives and the kids get home. So this morning I picked up The Other Woman by Sandy Jones, which was my TBR jar pick for the month, and I only picked it up at 11 o'clock and I've read 220 odd pages already. Talk about thrilling. It is so thrilling. It's pretty darn scary. But what's thrilling is the fact that it's a mystery element. It's the fact that the boyfriend's mum is a psycho and she's doing everything to sabotage their relationship. And she's really weird and I don't like her. And the only thing is there's some similarities between her and someone else I know. So it's freaking me out. And that part's scaring me because it's the irony. But I'm already halfway through that, so I think I will read. I'm going to only read this till probably I do their bath about sort of 6:15. And I've got a friend coming over this afternoon at about 3ish. So I don't know how much more I'll be able to get rid of that. But I'm going to read it until Thomas is in bed, by hook or by crook. Tonight it's like my bath night for the kids. I've got a friend coming over with her daughter. I haven't seen her since before we got COVID. So I'm looking forward to catching up with her. Got a nice, easy, healthy dinner to make, and I've got the dinners to make with the kids. I've also read 100 pages of Us Three by Ruth Jones, which is my buddy read with my lovely sister Charlie. We were only supposed to read 50 pages a day. I've already read 100. We've both decided to up it to 100 pages a day because it is so easy to read. It's about 3 friends. It's really good fun, and I'm absolutely loving it. Last night I finished the Our Doris book, which 5 stars all the way, totally heard Charlie through talking to it, loved it. And I read 100 pages of the Heidi Swain book, Sunshine and Sweet Peas in Nightingale Square. This is a great contemporary. It's the first in the Nightingale Square series, but what I didn't realise is there's connections to the other series, to another series that she's written, which I'm loving. The characters are great. Very nice and easy to read. Like I said, last night I read 100 pages of that, and I will aim to read at least 100 tonight. I'm going to probably aim to see if I can crack on and read a bit more. But that's the plans for my reading today. Today is my chill day, really. So yeah, it's about 2:30 in the afternoon. Don't know what time my friend will come over. Don't know what we'll do, but it's been a quite chill day. I've done a lot of housework, so I've been literally housework, reading. Went to my mum's for a catch-up, and that's quite a chill day. Tomorrow I'm going to tackle my anxiety and face Morrison's and the range. And I'll see a friend in the morning. And then I've got rainbows in the evening, which I'll show you a picture of me in my rainbows gear. And that'll be nice. So tomorrow's a little bit busy. Then Wednesday, I think, is going to be more of a chill day. I think that's my plan for Wednesday. Wednesday's more of a chill houseworky day. Again, same Thursday. I've got some videos to film Thursday and that. Some tag videos to film. I really need to get off my backside and plan my readathon. I'm running for my birthday week. I haven't even planned any prompts yet. I've decided on 5 prompts to last about 10 days. I think the readathon's going to last for 10 days. So I aim to do it that way, and we'll see how we go. But anyway, guys, I don't want this video to be too long because it's potentially going to be another long one. But I'll see you soon. See you tomorrow now, hopefully. Bye-bye. Hi guys, so it's Tuesday the 11th when I'm filming, and I was going to film outside or in my rainbows gear, and then the day got away with me. I am going to be honest with you, as like I promised you I would. I have had a bad chronic pain day today, so this remote, which I use for my chronic pain,
new friend,
has been a great friend today. I've used it a bit more than normal because obviously I've been on my feet. On the plus side, I tackled Morrison's today and the range, and I went there and did some shopping. Knackers me out, but I did it with a friend, and so on my anxiety side, it was all right. I got myself some food treats and got them treats like I always do.
She got us hot chocolate.
And then I did loads of housework, and I obviously walked there, so it's been a physically demanding day, and with the damp weather that we've got at the moment, my knees really played up. But I've done really well on my reading. Now, today was my day that I read some more of Wolf Hall, and I read, finished a chapter on that, and I really enjoyed that. I'm actually getting more and more into Wolf Hall the more I read. Then me and my sister decided that we would read 100 pages a day of Us Three by Ruth Jones, and I'm bloody loving it. I'm really, really enjoying this. There is 3 very good, strong characters in this, the 3 girls, but we've also got other male characters that are getting chapters in this, which I love. I love the alternating character chapters because it really keeps you on your toes and you really like it. It centres mainly around Catherine, I'm going to remember their names now, Lana and Judith. And we start off with the prologue, which is right in the start. And this is like, as they're older, I think they're similar age to me. The prologue's in 2017, and then we go back very, very quickly. And it's one of the characters' funeral, which is, you're like, no, you don't want that. And then you go to part 1, which starts in 1986. And that's, in part 1, that's still where I am at the moment. And I'm really loving it. Really love the characters, love the friendships, love the way they're growing up as even after I'm on page 202, and it's really good. The characters are really good.
More people.
Yeah, so she's like, I'm really liking this. My sister Charlie's loving it. We're buddy reading it together. It's our first buddy reading in ages, and it's brilliant. Yesterday I read and finished my thriller, The Other Woman, in one day. It was a 400-page book, and I finished it in one day. It got 4.5 stars. I still can't decide. That's why I've not put my rating up yet. But I flew through it. It was a thriller, and I thought it was like about this scary mother-in-law. And obviously, too many reminders, but yeah, and then it's taken twists, and I just flew through it. I'm going to send it to Alice. I am nearly finished, so by the time I go to bed, by the time, like literally as soon as I finish filming this clip with Mia, I'm going to finish this because I think I've got like 20 or 30 pages.
What about our time together?
Yes, we're going to have some time together soon, but I'm going to finish this. I've only got about 30 pages of that to read, and this is a very easy contemporary, 4 stars. Very easy contemporary about 4 girls. What I didn't realise is that, like I said in yesterday's video, it is connected to our other book, so that's good. But I think it's just a kind of 4 stars, quite a good contemporary. Then I might, if I'm still trying to decide whether I start the group book for the readathon, which is the Vanishing Actor Besme Lennox. I may start this tonight and just have read a chapter of it. So I'll see what the chapter's like. Oh, look at the writing. That's quite a big print, and it's quite a short book. It's only a 273-page book. So tomorrow, depending on how long it takes me to do my filming, I may be able to smash quite a bit of this out the park. It doesn't look like the chapters are very... And guess what? Look, Mia, there's no chapter breaks, is there? No, there's no real chapters. So I don't know how I'm going to read this, but that's our group reading. I'm going to start that either tonight or tomorrow. And then I gave Mia the choice of picking my next contemporary, because basically the books that I've got left on my shelves are thriller, or I think I've got one thriller that's left from my physical TBR that I set at the start of the month, and then I've got a buddy read that I've got to read, and I think that's about it on sort of the set TBR. So I've said to Mia she could pick my next contemporary book that I have to read at bedtime.
Pick all of them, because apparently I'm good at picking.
She's quite good at picking. So I do like some of Elizabeth Noble's books, and Mia decided to pick this one, which is The Alphabet Weekends. So read it on a weekday, but kind of looks quite good.
A4 is for affection between childhood best friends, between their parents, between brothers and sisters.
B is for broken-hearted. Natalie, when the boyfriend she was meant to propose to dumps her just before Christmas. And then C is for chemistry. Could Natalie and Tom have it? That could be interesting. It's a newish book, I think. So Mia's picked that, so I'll definitely be reading that before bedtime tonight, because the other Heidi Swain book's going to be flowing through. But we're going to have a bit of time together. I'm going to have a couple of chocolate treats.
It's the only Thursday we get.
Only today we get
Tuesday.
So she will have the TV. She will be able to control the TV, and we'll have a bit of time chattering away while we watch TV. I'm going to give her a couple of Ferrero Rochers because I'm a nice mummy, aren't I? I'm a nice mum. She's applying for dance captain tomorrow, so that'll be
oh my gosh, that'll be fun.
So she's going to do that. But anyway, we're going to have a nice chat evening. Thanks to her having this hoodie, I've decided that next week when I go to Primark and go shopping with my friend, I'm going to go and get myself an hoodie. So that'll be my treat. Anyway, guys, I don't know exactly when I'll see you tomorrow, but I will see you probably at some point tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hi, guys. So I thought I'd just do a very quick clip because I'm about to do a Zoom chat with the lovely Ange and Amy. So I thought I'd quickly fill you in to say that I'm nearly finished The Vanishing Activist May Lennox. I'm going to finish this at the end of the Zoom chat. Loving it. 4 stars. Really good. Very hard-hitting and a bit mysterious. Certain bits, I don't know the fact there's no chapter breaks, so it's not going to get 5 stars. Probably 4, but it is a really good book. It's just I don't like the fact there's no chapter breaks, and I find that really hard. And the fact that it alternates timelines very quickly. But I thought I'd fill you in and let you know I'm doing that. I'm going to try and finish Us 3 by Ruth Jones tomorrow with my sister. I was supposed to only read 100 pages, but I'm actually going to read 200 tomorrow because I want it finished because it's such a good book. And tomorrow I'll read my last bits of Wolf Hall for the week. So those are my reading set goals. I'll read those. I'm going to read probably a bit more of my... I'm going to try and maybe read a big chunk of the contemporary that I started last night. I ended up reading my ebook from Kathy Glass, one of the Kathy Glass fostering books on my phone last night. So I read that more than I actually read the other book. And then I think I've got another book to pick for next. I don't know to go for a non-fiction book or a dystopic book. I will show you tomorrow and talk about that tomorrow once I've finished. I'll let you guys choose, help me pick. I'll show you what I'm picking. So that's it for tonight. Just look what I've got ready for me. Ooh, most important thing, gin for our chat. Gin tonight, that's my little treat. Made some homemade burgers for lunch for dinner today, and that was really nice. Had some homemade burgers and some salad. I loved it. Loved the burgers, although Mia didn't like them at all. Anyway, I'm going to go and chat to our friends. I'll see if I can get a clip of all of us together on the Zoom chat. I don't know if I can do that, and if I can, I'll put it on here. But I'm going to go and chat to my friends. Take care. Bye. Hi guys, today's the 13th, and I thought I'd start off by showing you a bit of a day in my life. So today I've already marinated the chicken for dinner tonight. We're having a lovely masala chicken. I've done the recycling, it's rubbish, so I'm going to take you out of the kitchen because it's dead boring in here. But I thought the best bit I'm going to show you is that now I've finished my set TBR books for the month, I'm going to use my lovely tray and I'm going to pick a couple of chiclets and a couple of chiclets, contemporaries. I'm going to pick a couple of contemporaries to read for the latter half of the month. So I'm going to let you guys, I'm going to keep you guys with me while I look at the books. So I'm going to sit on the floor actually because it's probably the best way of looking at them all. So I've got some books here. These books here, those and those are books. That whole shelf behind this is Jenny Colgan books, and this whole half is Page 2. So these are the odds and sods. That in there, and then down there, and down there and behind here. So I am going to try and have a little look on each shelf and pick a book from each shelf to read next. So as you can see, I've got a bit of room on that shelf on there because I've unhauled some books. So maybe I might put some books behind there that I don't need to keep out on show. So I didn't really get on with Mark Haddon. God, I'm obsessed with keeping things in order. And it's whether I got fancy trying like one of the YA Cecilia Hands, which I didn't particularly get on with. The Marvel Collector is tempting me, but I'm not particularly in the mood for it. So I'm going to move the Patchwork Family over here because you can see it's all. I like it being all colour coordinated, and I've got my blue book, so that doesn't need to be. And it's whether I go for the Sight of You, which is a newish book that I bought, but I think it's quite YA dystopic, so that's scaring me slightly. So let's have a look at that and see, or whether I go for my last Leanne Moriarty book. Now that does intrigue me because I did love that. So I think this is the last anniversary. I got this last year, and it's one of Leanne Moriarty's. Then the only ones of Leanne Moriarty's books that I've not read. Do you know what? That's going to get added. So I've changed my mind. That one's going to straight away get added, whether I keep that or not. So that's one that's already been decided. That's going on my shelf. I've got to pick another one from the next shelf, and then next week I may decide to go other way. I've got, as you can see, some of my books. I've got the Cows that I fancy going to another time. I've got my Kristin Hanna books down here, which I do want to read, but I'm going to read those. I've got to read Between Sisters with Gaia, so I'm going to save that for when I've got a bit of space for buddy reading. And then Firefly Lane, with that I'm going to be doing with the lovely Nikki from Red Dot Reads. So that's one book already decided. So I'm really happy with that. So it's this shelf here really that I'm now sort of trying to decide between. Got a Jenny Colgan book that I've had on my shelf working wonders, which is one of her first books, but I'm not really feeling Jenny Colgan today. I've got the Heavenly Italian Ice Cream Shop, which I liked one of the books by this author, but it looks a bit summary for January. I'm not going to read the Village Green Bookshop because that I'm reading with Gemma. So then it's a case of Happily Ever After by Lucy Dillon, which is a big book. Oh, it's got a bookshop in it. That's tempting. I might keep that there. This book, I believe, is one in a series. And I think I'm going to unhaul this because I think it's like quite far along in the series. And I haven't got the rest of the book. So no, that's going to be an unhaul book. There you go. You just see me do another unhaul. And then I've got Saving Grace by The Perfect Stranger Wants a Perfect Life. Right, so I'll show you this while I'm reading it. Right. Okay. So that is tempting. So the choice of between that, which is 385 pages, but that, or The Happily Ever After by Lucy Dillon. I think, do you know what? I'm really drawn, even though this The Happily Ever After by Lucy Dillon is like 400 odd pages. It's 475. But it looks like it's one that I'm going to fly through. Sod it. I'm going to have that. I'm going to unhaul that. So that's my contemporary books decided on. And you can see that I'm clearing space because I've got some page 2 books I know are arriving. So I've now got my 2 books that I'm going to put on my TBR jar cart. And that's an unhaul. So that's my unhaul pile ready. So now I'm going to take you upstairs and do that. What I will do is I will also let you know that last night I did finish the Maggie O'Farrell book, the one that our group book, The Disappearance of Esme Lennox. Sorry about the state of my bedroom. And I finished it, but it didn't have the bits that I wanted. So this is my top jar. I'm not going to show you the second shelf of the TBR jar cart because, to be deadly honest, it's next month's TBR and I don't want you guys seeing that just yet. So these are the 2 books that are left on my TBR jar, that are left on the set TBR, which is Jane Eyre and All My Lies Are True. Now, the reason why I left that one on there is because it was one of my 5-star predictions, and I would like the second half of my month to go well. So what I think I'm going to do, and then what I've done is, this book is one that I've added to the TBR, The Valley of the Moon. I got given this by Chloe last year, and I think it's one I'm going to try. I'm going to start this now, so by the time this would have gone live, this probably would have been read, because Lauren talked about that. So if Lauren's talked about it, so these are my set books. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put my set books on one side. God almighty, sorry about the mess here, guys. So that's my set books. Well, that's not a set book, but you know, I'll know that's that's my next contemporary. So these are going to be tidy that up. And then these are the 2 books I picked. Basically, I picked a non-fiction book to add to it. And I picked that book. That Valley of the Moon came from this shelf here. So now I've got to pick a book from this shelf down here, which, as you can see, with this is a bit messy. And it's whether I go with The Love Child. These are my 2 options. The Love Child by Rachel Hall, which has been everywhere. Or whether I go with Letters from Home, which is a book I picked up randomly. Or another Joanne Harris book. Oh, I've also got those ones. That one has been on my TBR jar for ages, so I'm still tempted by that one. Let me have a look. So I think, to me, it's going to be a choice of... Oh, my hand's in the way. Carry Planning, which I've picked up from a charity shop ages ago. Okay. it does look good, doesn't it? How big is it? See, I do get Re8. It's 400 pages. So that's a big 400 page book. Or The Love Child, which is another, I think, 400. Do you know what? I am going to go with... I am actually going to go with it. I'm actually going to go with my gut instinct and get that other book off my TBR, because that one's been on there for ages. That's going to be the book I'm going to add. So that's now picked the TBR for my second half of the month. It is all mood reading, so it is a case of... So these are going to be the books that I'm going to try and read before the end of the month now. And they may get added, and I may add... What I'm going to do is I won't add any more now until these are all read. And you guys will see. So yeah, last night I finished the Maggie O'Farrell book. I'll just do a clip of this while I'm talking. I finished the Maggie O'Farrell book, and that was good. Today I'm going to finish Us Three by Ruth Jones, which I can't wait. I'll probably give you a little clip later about that. And then yeah, I'll start to do French, and I've got my contemporary book that I'm going to get on with. I ended up finishing that Kathy Glass book on my phone last night, so that's up my numbers. I'm on the 13th, and I've already read 12 books. So today with the 13th book I'll finish, but a few of them have been rereads or ebooks, so they're not counting on my getting rid of my TBR. But now I'm happy now that I've chosen the rest of the books for the month. I've chosen them with you, and I'm going to go and wash my hair and do all my other brilliant jobs. But a quick look at the quick look. My lovely TBR, my lovely trolley. I'll see you all later. Bye bye. So I thought I would do a little clip tonight just to quickly say that I finished Us Three today. Very big book, but I read it in about 3 days because it's that 4 days. It was such a good book. I've literally loved every page on this. This is about three friends, and it tells quite a long time. I think it spells over like 20, 30 odd years, over 30 years in this book, and it's such a well-placed book. The friendships are amazing. I will talk about it more in my wrap-up, but it's 5 stars all the way, and right now is equaling Shuggy Bane as my favourite book of the month so far, because I'm loving it, loving it, loving it. I've got nearly halfway through the Alphabet Weekends, which Mia picked for me. I am enjoying it, but it's probably my only sort of 3-star book of the month because it's a bit monotonous, a bit predictable, just a cosy, easy to read contemporary. So I've got halfway through that tonight, and then I might read a little bit more before bedtime, because this is going in my bag to take to work with me tomorrow. I might do a clip on my way home from work tomorrow, because the way to work. But I'm about to start, once I've got into my PJs, start Dear Fatty by Dawn French. Lauren from Lauren in the Books was talking about it, and I thought if she likes it, then it's got to be a really good book. It's not a long book, even though it looks big and chunky. It's only 366 pages. So I'm going to crack on and read quite a bit of this evening. If it gets hard-hitting, then I will change to Alphabet Weekends. If not, I'll just read Alphabet Weekends at bedtime. But that was the cat playing noisily. I will do a little clip for you tomorrow on the way home, and then I will do a wrap it up in the evening. I'll see you later. Bye-bye. Hi guys, so I'm on my way home on I think it's the 14th. I thought I'd quickly just show you a clip, see on the way home again, and just quickly catch up with you. Just to let you know that I'm going to be finishing, my thingy's in the way, I'm going to be finishing my contemporary book tonight, the Alphabet Weekends, and it's alright. Bit of a contemporary kind of, it's probably my only 3-star book, but that's about it tonight. I may get to read more of Dawn French's autobiography, and I did enjoy that, but I will just do you a little clip. I've had a busy day at work today. It's been absolutely insanely busy. Everyone's lovely, but it's really been busy, and I'm absolutely shattered. So I'm looking forward to going home. I'm going to have a takeaway. I'm going to get into my joggers. I'm going to relax. I'm going to have a nice gin, and I may do the final clip after my gin, just to wrap everything up. But let's just say I've done all right. I think I've read about, so far, if I finish this book, it will be 14 books in 14 days, which is not bad, in about a week. And no, that's over 2 weeks. So I think I've read about 7 books this week. I've not done too badly. Most of them have been, again, really good. Some mediocre, but I will wrap up properly tonight. See you later. Bye bye. So guys, this is my wrap up for this week's vlog. I thought I would fill you in, have my stats, and fill you in on everything for the week. sort of all put it all to a close. So firstly, I want to show you this gorgeous bookmark that my colleague at work got me as my Secret Santa present. She had to order it, and I've only just got it, but it's got my name on it. It's beautiful. So that's what I wanted to show you first. So I'd let you know I'm ending the week on a high. Just had Chinese. I was going to take a picture, but I'm starving. So my plans for the rest of the evening. My lovely friend Helen is sat out there with her daughter, and we're all going to watch TV, and I'm going to probably read because she's really good like that. She likes watching scary films with Chris, and I like just sitting and reading while they do it, and I go to the edge. My plans will be this. I'll have one glass probably, maybe two, maybe. Got my chocolate. So I've got my treat. These are my treats for the evening, and maybe a couple of other chocolates, you know. I've had a busy day at work, and that's what it is. You know, I'll be honest with you guys, I've had a really busy day back at work today, and my chronic pain's gone through the roof. My remote helps, but when I've got to turn it down, the fatigue, I'm exhausted, properly wiped. So I'll go in a minute and put my PJs on. But I wanted to film this wrap up and wrap the video up and fill you in on my stats. So I've got 2 books that are ongoing that should be finished tomorrow, so they'll be in next week's vlog. That'll be Dawn French's autobiography and a contemporary. But I think that I've completed 3, 4, 5. I think I've completed 7 books, although one of them was an ebook that I've read over about a month or 2, so I don't know if that counts. That was there. I finished a Kathy Glass fostering book, which I read on my phone. So that I've read. I've had quite a few 5-star. Actually, the second half hasn't been as good actually, because I've only had 2 5 stars. One book that I didn't rate, and the rest have been a bit meh. So that's all. It's not as good as the first bit of the week, but fingers crossed. You guys saw at the early bit of the clip which books I picked for the rest of the week. I don't think either of the books that I'm reading at the moment will get 5 stars either, but I want to show you my best book of this week probably, if you don't count Shuggy Bane, is Ruth Jones. I think this is my favourite of the second half, because I did love, obviously I loved Our Charlie's Doris, but that was a reread, so I'm not going to count a reread as a favourite. But this is my favourite book of this week, and I've done alright. It's been a first sort of proper week back to normality post-COVID. Like I said, I'm exhausted. I am absolutely wiped out, and I've found out that Mia's broken her shoes. So we've got to go to town and get her new shoes tomorrow, and Mia's got a haircut about 9 o'clock, so I've got to get up. Luckily, her hairdresser is a friend of mine, so I can be in my PJs when she comes over. So I can give myself a lay-in, but it's been a good week. I had a lovely Zoom chat with Ange, which you would have heard about, Ange and Amy, 2 really good friends, and I've had a great reading week. And I just thank you all for joining me. Thank you all for your lovely comments about the first vlog, and I hope you like this one. Take care, bye bye. Bye.